Okay, my name is Ricardo Anya. I'm Undersecretary of Tourism Planning for the Mexican federal government.
Great, Ricardo. And why are you guys here at the WTTC Annual Summit?
Well, as you know, the President of Mexico, Felipe Calderón, will be here tomorrow. Secretary Gloria Guevara is also here. And we're here because tourism for the Mexican government is a national priority. I don't know if you are aware, but Mexico is the most visited country of all the world by American citizens. According to the most recent stats of the American Department of Commerce, last year, 14.7% of all Americans that traveled abroad went to Mexico. So a lot of Americans are visiting Mexico. Mexico is still the top destination for Americans. And let me tell you something that's very important. Americans are having a great time in Mexico. 98% of all Americans that visit Mexico, according to the most recent survey, say they would recommend Mexico to other friends and family members. And 99% say they consider coming back to Mexico. So I think it's not only the top destination, but also it's a place where Americans are having a great time.
Wonderful. Well, what can American visitors and other international tourists expect with the latest safety and security concerns?
That's a very important question. Mexico is a very, very big country. We have 2,500 municipalities, and the violence issues are focused in only 80 of these 2,500 municipalities. This means that the problem is focused in less than 5% of all the municipalities. As I said, Mexico is a very big country. Mexico is the size of all Eastern Europe together. The distance between a place in the border where we could talk about a security issue to Cancun is about the distance here in the States from New York to Las Vegas. And you're not going to stop going to Las Vegas because there's a problem in New York. So why stop going to Cancun if there was an issue in some place of the border? So what we think is that it's important for American people to remember that Mexico is a very big country, that the places that Americans visit are places that are very, very safe. Let me give you a fact. We just finished the Easter and Holy Week holiday period, and we had 90% occupancy rates in many of our top destinations with not one single violence incident involving tourists. So Mexico is a very safe place to travel to. Tourist destinations are safe for tourists, so we highly recommend Americans to travel to Mexico. Let me give you another fact. Last year, 2010, we received more than 22 million people from all over the world. And in the first trimester of this year, particularly from certain countries, we are receiving more and more people. Let me give you some examples. We received 42% in this first trimester more people from China, 73% more people from Russia, 41% more people from Brazil compared to the same period of last year. So what I can say is Mexico continues to be the top destination for Americans, and more people all over the world are visiting Mexico and having a great time at Mexico.
It sure does sound like Mexico has many new investments happening in the travel and tourism industry. So just to change the subject a little bit, just because we are here at WTTC, uniting the travel industry globally to address important issues and challenges is a key focus of WTTC. Is this a realistic goal? Do you think connecting everyone globally in this travel and tourism industry to address industry concerns?
I think in this free world, it's very important that people get the chance to know other places, other countries, other cultures, to experience different cuisines than the one they have at home, to know different music, folklore. And Mexico is a great place for that. We have more than 30,000 archaeological sites, more than 3,000 years of history, our own music, folklore, cuisine. And I think that Mexico has a great experience to offer to the rest of the world, and also other countries have a great experience to offer to Mexican travelers. And I think this event is about that. What can we do to make it easier for people to travel from one place to another? How can we make it easier for people to know different places than the ones they live at?
Wonderful. Well, on behalf of Breaking Travel News, I'd like to just wish you, Ricardo, and Mexico great success. It sounds like you have a lot of new things happening, and I need to take a trip to Mexico.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.